If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 15 of the second season here at West Ham United. Today we enter the January transfer window. Recording this one ahead of time, in the same day that I recorded the previous one, so that I'm at least a day ahead so I can get as many of your suggestions for this January transfer window as possible. We do have a couple of players returning from loan, and I'll hopefully be able to sell them on actually. Apparently Riedewald wants to leave, but he's been getting a lot of first team football recently, so that should hopefully see him actually want to stay now. So fingers crossed he will want to stay. We'll leave those youngsters as is because we are hoping to send a lot of our youngsters out on loan. If I sort this by overall, you can see, right, Parfit Williams we now can add to the transfer list, and we will do the same with Noyle, though their contracts are expiring in 6 months anyway, so I quite literally will accept any financial bid for them. But you can see how many of the youngsters that we called up from the youth squad are available for loan now. Hopefully they will all go out, and we'll be able to get them, you know, regular first team football rather than some of them not getting any, and a handful like Madrazo and Guerrero getting intermittent first team football. I'd like for them all to get first team football. Imbula has been transfer listed. I haven't transfer listed Berahino yet because Mauro Zarate in the last episode picked up an injury, and he's going to be out for another 6 months with anterior cruciate ligament damage. So he's out for the rest of the season, which means we only have Ben Yedder as an available striker. Now, we were thinking about selling Berahino and bringing in Bakambu as a replacement. I probably will still do that, and Bakambu and Ben Yedder will be our rotation 2 strikers, because I could always play Lanzini up top, and we do have a couple of youngsters that maybe we could give some first team football to, like Gailano, etc. He's got 5-star skills as well as who's the other guy? Weigl is 5-star. He's the German Neymar apparently. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, and Gailano has 5-star skills as well. His stats aren't that good though. But we are constantly training all of the youngsters, so there's plenty time for all of them to grow. We're still going to be doing at least one more season here at West Ham, if not another 2 or 3, depending on how well the series is supported. If the views drop off, etc., and nobody watches it anymore, then obviously I won't continue it. But so long as you guys are enjoying it and watching it every single time a video gets uploaded, I'll continue to make it. So we start with the game against Leicester, and then we'll play Crystal Palace, and we'll head up towards Newcastle. If anything happens in the transfer window with regards to players going out, then I will let you know. With regards to players coming in, I'm still waiting for scout reports on all the people we put in the transfer, or in the shortlist that I showed you a couple of episodes ago, and we're still waiting for scout reports to come back on them. So probably won't be any action of incomings today, but hopefully there'll be plenty of outgoings today, and maybe we can progress in the cup and pick up 3 points in the league as well. So drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed, either this series or the My Player series, of course. But for now, let's take on Leicester in the FA Cup. Samurai Gray, oh, he's turned me nicely, really well. He's had this shot. I thought he would have passed there. Look at Jamie Vardy in space in the middle. Could have squared that across, and that would have been a quite simple finish for Vardy, but never mind. Oh, I've given that straight to Michael Brighton. That was a great pass, Ches. Well done. Kramaric into the lat, again, straight at Archibald Henville. At least their finishing, or the quality of their finishing, hasn't been too good so far in this game. Otherwise, we might have been 1 or 2-0 down to this point. Madrazo will turn his side. This time we will find the person that we're looking for. And Imbula might find Mark Noble. And if he can... Down the line to Kramaric. Inside to Richie Delat, who's in the box in a dangerous position. I committed with a defender. Oh, what a save from Archibald Henville. And how has Jamie Vardy not scored? The Vardy party has been cancelled, ladies and gentlemen, because apparently Jamie Vardy can't score when the ball is in front of him with an open goal to aim at. That was ridiculous. How has he hit the bar with that shot? It was terrible defending from me, and I'll quite openly admit that. But we may be able to send Berahino through, who's onside here, up against Michael Brighton on the outside of him, and I'm not too sure he is on the inside, but we've got the shot off, which Michael makes a good save. Well, after they nearly scored at one end, we nearly score at the other. Madrazo with the corner. Unfortunately, everybody was too busy trying to shake off each other, and in the end, the header that we get from Riedewald, not good enough. Kramaric. Oh, skip past Riedewald nicely. Kramaric Spins again. Here's Kante. Kante draws a good save out of Archibald Henville. At last, they've actually tested the goalkeeper rather than shooting straight at him. And it was Kante, the player that we're interested in potentially this particular January transfer window. Kramaric to Delat. It's been all Leicester all game. We are struggles here to actually create anything, but hopefully we can do so sooner rather than later. And if they're going to continue to miss as many chances as they have, then maybe we might be able to actually get ourselves in front, and we might do it here if Berahino can turn inside the defender and then finesse it. Kasper Schmeichel, do you mind? What a reaction save that was. Wonderful save, diving away to his left-hand side. We almost went 1-0 up, trying to make their inability to score pay for them, but unfortunately, when we do get good chances, their keeper makes outstanding saves. Kramaric, out wide to Gurkan Inler, inside to Kramaric, over the top of the bar. So many chances Leicester have had and wasted in this game so far. Space for Madrazo down the line, gets it under control nicely. Berahino in the middle. There's also Imbula in the middle, and we'll try and find Berahino, and it's headed behind by the defender for a corner. We will put it in the middle. Keeper's not come for it, so if Imbula can win it, and for some reason second player went to win the ball and just headed it the wrong way. Noble with a shot from distance deflected. Schmeichel can only put it behind for another corner. There's a man free on the edge of the box now. This is what we want. Who is it? It's Madrazo. Can he score his third goal in a West Ham shirt? No. I got all excited then as that was flying through the air, because I thought it was destined for the top corner. Turned out it wasn't. We've got a free kick 45 yards out with seconds remaining, really. Madrazo, if I can get this to Sané, that is not Sané, that's Jefferson, but he's somehow managed to keep hold of the ball. Give it to Riedewald, he'll squeeze it to Madrazo, get the turn in, and turn inside. Madrazo to score his third goal for West Ham. No, it's wide, cleared away. Sané might get there to knock it down, but no, Dodo gets there first, and I have a funny feeling referee was going to blow his whistle any moment now. We can just turn inside. Sané might be able to get a last gasp winner for us if we can create something, but unfortunately we haven't been. Win that. Oh, danger. Oh, that's naughty from Riedewald. That was really naughty. Little flick. If you'd have got that wrong, that would have been game over, because Leicester would have flown through and scored. But never mind, it is actually game over after that flick, and it's a 0-0 draw somehow. Plenty of chances in that game, but no goals. So it's going to be a replay, unfortunately. So we have an extra game in January, which didn't really need. No news to bring you so far transfer-wise. It's only Obiang that has given me an email so far that isn't a press conference, and he wants a little bit of a wage rise. Now, he can afford to give him a wage rise, and I would be open to doing that for him. I'll have a quick look and see. What is he? How long is his contract lasting? We've got a few youngsters whose contracts are about to expire, but where are you? Obiang. He's on 25k a week, and he wants 50? I don't know about 50. And this is the frustrating thing about FIFA. If this was Football Manager, I could maybe get him to sign something that was like 32, 33,000. But on FIFA, I have to offer him exactly 50,000 or 47 and upwards, or he just flat out won't accept it. So I'm going to have to wait there, actually, because I haven't got enough money available with us needing to bring players in to offer him an extra £25,000 a week. So, sorry, Pedro, you're going to have to wait. So we'll jump into Crystal Palace, and then hopefully something will happen after that. Riedewald to Ross. Whoop. Play that in front of Obiang, who can play it in front of Lanzini. Get it in there it was meant for Barkley, but Riedewald can squeeze it back to him. Ross Barkley into the back of the net. A great start in the battle between East London and South London. It's East London 1, South London 0. Obiang. Byram dropped the shoulder into Ben Yedder. Could get it back to Sam Byram here. Byram for 2. Speroni with a good save. That was close. We've got a corner, and we'll see if we can get that second. Lanzini whips it in. Keeper's come for it and punched, but Antonio's underneath it. I tried to lay that off, actually, for Obiang, but eventually it has reached Obiang. There's Riedewald. Get the spin in. Oh, is that a foul? It is. Free kick on the edge of the box. Riedewald slightly tripped. Ben Yedder to take the free kick. Who's got the best free kick stats in the starting lineup that we've got right now? Nobody has exquisite free kicks. Ben Yedder has 77. It's a bit close to get it up and down, so we'll actually lay it off. Here comes Ross Barkley with that 5-star weak foot again, and Speroni with a good save. Barkley looking for his second of the game. Not able to get it just yet. We'll try and stand this up to the near post. Someone can get on the end of it. Riedewald! Speroni tips it up and over again. He is on form in this game, keeping Palace in it. Up we go. Oh, Ben Yedder gets in the way. Oh, the amount of times that happens from corners, I don't know whether you guys get it as well. You'll cross it, you'll be in control of a man that's underneath it, but a CPU-controlled player that's on your team will challenge for it, as well as you with the player you're in control of, and he'll win the ball. It's so frustrating. Could get some decent headed attempts from corners if it weren't for that, but it happens all the time. I don't know whether you guys, you'd have to let me know in the comment section, actually have issues with that as well. To Obiang. Across to Riedewald. We'll go through the gap to Barkley and just help it on its way to... Oh, it was meant for Obiang again, but never mind. Antonio's making runs, but he's been well tracked by Wilfred Zaha. Yedder to Barkley, into Obiang. I could play this off. That's surely... Oh, if there was a dive button, I would have pressed it there and we would most certainly have gotten a penalty because that was a foul on Obiang. Barkley in space. The 5-star weak foot tries it again, this time with a power shot rather than a finesse, but unfortunately... couldn't get it into the top corner. Decent effort though, not that far away. Barkley around the corner to Obiang. That's a terrible pass, Ross. You've got to do better than that. 20 minutes left to go. The scoreline is still just the 1-0 and Diouf has got the turn on Grimaldo and he's powering towards the box. That's a great cross. Whoa, James MacArthur underneath it. Couldn't angle his header towards the top corner. Thankfully for us, he's missed it because that is a glorious opportunity. Maybe the attentions of Sam Byram on his shoulder did just enough to put him off. Zaha dinks that over, flicked on. No! Mambaram Diouf with practically the last kick of the game equalises for Crystal Palace. He scored against us last time that we played the South London side, and it's now East London 1, South London 1. You see, just he couldn't quite keep up with him there, Nathan Redmond, and he's just smashed the ball into the back of the net. Keeper came out. I mean, he just had to throw himself at it. Unfortunately, Mambaram Diouf put it in the little square that was available to him that the goalkeeper hadn't covered by trying to smother the ball at his feet. Well, we're going to have to go for it here with seconds remaining. Nathan Redmond on the run, but he's just run off the pitch thanks to the strength of Soiree, and that's probably going to be game over sooner rather than later. I don't know why Balassi did that. Throw to Nathan Redmond, inside to Obiang, cross to Lanzini. If he can get the turning down the shot, maybe we can win it. That was the strangest attempted shot that I've seen for a very long time. I wanted him to put his foot through it, Lanzini, and he's tried to twist and finesse it with his left. That was awkward. Anyway, 1-1 the final score. I don't know, why did he try that? I don't know why he tried that at all. We had so many chances, but Speroni was in top form again. Unfortunately, just a point for us there against Crystal Palace. Man United still 1-1 against Stoke, although 15 minutes to play. City win. Arsenal lose. That's big for the top of the table. We are still 4th, but we are now only 3 points off Man City at the top of the table. 2 points off Arsenal and a point off Man United, and crucially 4 points clear of anybody outside the top 4. So things are going our way. Let's see, are we getting scout reports back now? That is very, very good and very welcome indeed. Transfer offer for Samuel Umtiti. Well, he's not going anywhere. Umtiti staying at West Ham. He's one of my newest signings, but let's have a look then at the... actually, let's just advance a little bit before we have a look there, just to see if we get any offers in for any youngsters. Doesn't look like anyone's going to offer for anyone on loan. Fair enough. Well, we will have a look then at the shortlist to see what everyone looks like. Vallejo still looks very, very impressive at centre-back, and I'm keen on bringing him in. Danilo, we already knew how good he was. Kondogbia, only 8.5 million. That could be worth having a look at. Jeffrey Kondogbia. He might be really, really good for that holding midfield role. Kante played very well for us against Leicester as well. We know that he's decent. He's a little bit quicker, but not quite as strong, but still as good in the tackle, and passing's just as good. So Kante could be worth a look. Baselli looks decent as well. 80 rated at 24 years of age. A bit more expensive at Torino. Goretzka we already knew about. John Joe Shelvey, very good on the ball. Short passing's decent. Not as good in the tackle, but I probably wouldn't go for John Joe Shelvey. I think it's either Kondogbia, Kante, or Baselli. I think are going to be one of the three that I go for. Baselli is pretty similar to John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey's better in the pass, but I think Baselli's better all round. Maybe. Not sure really. There's not much between them, is there? They're both 24. It's just Baselli's a little bit quicker, and Two ratings higher, two ratings higher. Well, Kante, Kondogbia and Baselli are who I'm thinking about there then. And I will, of course, take into account your suggestions over the past few episodes. Like I say, I've recorded this one a little bit ahead of time to ensure that I've got enough time to take all your suggestions into account before recording the next episode. So drop this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. But for now, after unfortunately 2 draws today, the replay against Leicester been scheduled? It has. That's going to be midweek, as if this month wasn't busy enough already. Never mind, we will continue on. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.